What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Mxbikes video. We hop into Black Hush Racing's final round of their winter outdoor warm-up type series. Pretty cool. I've never done it before and figured I'd hop in at least for the last round. And good thing we did. We actually qualified 12th place in the A sort, so we're ready to go. There's no A and B. It's top 24 riders or so that qual. Get in, and this is on none other than Kel's 2023 version of Redbud. And if you pay attention, the attention to detail that he's put on this track, not only replicating it, but with the fans and all the iconicness of Redbud, pretty cool to see for sure. Now, Moto 1 did not go as planned. I will give you a couple snippets on how that went, and then I'm going to allow the video to sit there and play for you guys to enjoy the full, raw, and real vibe of Moto 2. And just the attention to detail on this track, super cool. Definitely an easier type of track, easier than Ariel's Redbud. But, however, they turned up the Erode on this race more than I've ever seen. Not sure what the hell happened. So let's see. We're going to try out the KTM, try a couple setups out, and let's give her a go, boys. Redbud 2023, the final round of Black Hush Racing's 250 class. And right off to the start, I was feeling freaking awesome. Riding a really good spot. This guy who gets around me right here actually ended up lapping me and won the whole race. He was the top qualifier, this and that, dicing it up in the front. As you guys can see, only a couple seconds down off the leader. We were in just such good shape. Really was amped. I felt really good in the practice. Just downloaded the track as well. And then this happens. Yeah. I go to hold to reset. I know my controller's blocking it. And it resets me all the way down here back on track, and I don't know where the hell I'm at. I drew a complete brain fart blank, and basically just rode way backwards for no reason at all. I probably should have just turned around and realized the entry was right there, but Moto 1, we had a pretty much, as you guys can see, absolute disaster. We had no experience on the track at all. Just so detrimental. Not stoked whatsoever. In a panic, don't know where I'm going, realized how much time I lost, and it was just mistake after mistake after mistake. And I really wish this race went a little bit better than it did, because I would kill to have the track like this again. And you are going to see just how hairy it gets in Moto 2. So, gonna end it off here. Enough clips for you. Paboso, doing its normal Paboso things. And I was just tired of it. I need to take a breath, breathe. There's a lot of Erode, long race. Let's just hold it together and have one good race. So, I'm gonna let the rest of the video for you guys play out. Enjoy the video. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. And let's lock it in, boys. Let's see if we can bring home a top 10 finish in outdoors at Redbud 2023. Thought I was being super safe here on the start, and Buddy just leaves me absolutely no room, and someone who is down off the side of the track. I made contact with, just trying to take a breath. I'm pissed. I just know that it's a long race. The Erode's rough. Don't exactly love my bike setup. As you know, we don't really have one. So, we're just hanging on for dear life here. The Erode is so beyond rough, I can't even describe it to you guys. But it's a long race. We're going to try to be smooth. I know we're going to make mistakes, but it's time to lock in. As you guys can see, now I don't know where exactly Black Hush Racing is based out of, but I can tell you this, whether you guys can see it or not, my screen was tearing so bad. I was losing so many frames. It became very, very difficult to ride in this stuff. We already have Erode turned up like way too much for this track, especially how high speed it was. As you guys can see, my bike just doesn't stand a chance on these braking bumps and everything else that's starting to develop on the track. Not sure if this was like an overseas race for them or something like that. I didn't recognize any of the names particularly, but I will tell you that there was a lot of really fast dudes in here. And the 250s, as limited as they are, this was a very challenging race. As easy as the track should have been, with the Erode, you could just see these G-outs and random potholes just kill your drive and make it almost impossible to even clear certain jumps, and it just gets worse and worse as it goes on. But definitely might have to invest in one of these paid setups, unless one of these guys want to jump on board with the channel and help support the Mxbikes career over here. But oh man, it just gets worse and worse as this race goes, and you guys are going to see that. But yeah, definitely dealing with a good bit of packet loss and or frame loss in this video. Not sure what the hell was going on, but trying to stay in a rut while your screen, advances 10 frames ahead of you is pretty difficult to do. So just wanted to point that out as I'm seeing it here on the overview. And we're just trying to bark. We're just trying to push up before the Erode gets too bad and we start making too many mistakes. So as you can see, bike setup's just throwing us right over the bars. There's absolutely nothing we can do here. And but yeah, like I said in my last video, kind of digging the KTM. Something about it I've become a lot more consistent on. I don't know if maybe we can get the Yami back to this level and I ride it just as fast. We'll have to switch over, but I don't know, experiment with some things. Just thought I'd throw that in there as you guys enjoy the rest of the video.
Come on, strike me down, Zeus. You don't have the ball.
Oh, he dead. He dead.
Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
So a bit past halfway point here, boys, and as you guys can see, this Erode is so freaking gnarly. It is just tossing the bike out of the ruts like you would not believe. It is like impossible to gain any kind of flow. It is just so freaking choppy. My bike wants me over my bars, and it is just, oh my god. Guys, like you can't tell, but there is just little holes in craters. I don't know, guys, what the hell went on with the Erode here in Beta 19, but ever since Beta 19, I guess they're saying it's the tires on the new OEMs. They make these craters in this track and just chew and square edge these ruts up to the point of you just got to experience it to kind of understand what I'm saying. And the track is just so freaking fast, and it's just not letting us actually be able to catch up to the pack, because it's almost more of a consistency game at this point in the race, guys. So kind of been lonely here in the 11th place spot for quite some time, and yeah, let's see if this base setup is going to allow me to start to put on a charge here late in the race, and let's try to make our way into the top 10 here, boys. I just keep finding myself laying on the ground in the same exact spots around this track, or messing up on the same jumps. I mean, you name it, we just can't seem to fail to stay off the ground here. But the G-outs and everything, this track is just so fast. So, like, even though the Erode doesn't really look that bad maybe to you, these Beta 19 tires digging up this track, along with just how fast the track actually is just throwing the freaking bike everywhere. So we're nearing the end of the race here. We're just trying to hang on, and we're starting to reel in 10th place here. So can we hold on? Can we rope to the front here? Can we at least finish in the top 10? I'll be pumped with it. Now, I keep making mistake after mistake. Obviously, this Erode is really getting to me. My bike is not at all set up for this. And as you saw, another rider is kind of creeping up on me. Now, I'm looking on Max HUD, and I got quite a gap behind me. It looks like pretty much, I guess, I'm the end of the gap that kind of gapped the other people. This has been quite the skill gap of Moto 2. But I guess maybe there's a lapped rider behind me that was off the track and let me by or something that I didn't see. I have no idea where this rider came from, but now I'm kind of getting nervous, and I'm like, oh no, is Max HUD wrong? Am I going to be lapped? Is there someone gaining on me? I'm not sure what the hell's going on, but I guess this guy's starting to find some flow. I got to pick up some pace, and maybe it'll actually help me charge here to a top 10 position. No better place to fall here. Going on to the white flag lap here, And yeah, I'm catching some more lappers here, and kind of crazy. I'm in 11th, and I'm lapping up to 16th place right now. Very interesting turn of events. And mind you, these races are so long, and I am struggling at this point. The track is almost freaking unrideable. Is 10th place actually in our reach? So I'm seeing the caution flags out, and I see all these riders. I'm literally so confused. Did I just lap 2 people? Did I gain a position? I'm not even sure. We see people retiring, like Skids, another YouTuber. He retired. I think he was in front of me. I'm like, what the hell is going on? And I'm just going to absolutely die off the side of the track here. But when I enter the track again, there's another rider that seems to be pushing their bike. Now there's only one thing that means, right? And the chat pops up at the top. Everybody is running out of fuel. Now guys, I took this base setup and I made sure that I added plenty of fuel to it because I saw we were going 220s plus 2. I mean, Moto 1, I had way too much fuel in the tank. And here for Moto 2, I actually ended up dropping my fuel quite a bit. And yeah, still finishing here with what, 1.5, 1.4 in the tank. I mean, we could have dropped it even a little more, made the bike a little bit lighter, maybe made it work for me a little bit. But guys, I mean, you got to get the positions where you can get them. I mean, we obviously rode the struggle bus here with the bike setup, trying out the KTM. Yeah, not sure what's going to work for me. I think I'm going to experiment with a bunch of bikes, a bunch of different base setups, see what I like, and then, yeah, hopefully have a paid or at least pro type setup on this bike because I feel like it's what we need at this point. This race definitely separated some skill gap, and I had a lot of fun. Now, guys, this is not an AMS race. I'm not sure what country, like I said, that they run this race, but Aiden and all that were in the 450s the day prior. So I'm going to say first top 10 in my first Pro 250 event, regardless if it was in the US or not. Guys, I'll take it. P10. We're going to wrap up today's video right here. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and we'll catch you guys on the next one, boys. Peace.